Do you want to know?
Good morning, class. I am your teacher for today, Kendarlin Asrabanera. Before we start our discussion, can you still remember our past lesson, our lesson last meeting? Well, to test if you still remember it, I have here an activity. This activity is entitled Guess the Period. And here's the direction. I will flash pictures on the screen. You only have 5 seconds to answer what period does the picture belongs. Is it clear, class? Okay, now here's your choices. Renaissance period and Baroque period. Okay, let's start. First picture, Mona Lisa. It is created by Leonardo da Vinci. Can you guess on what period does it belong? Okay, if your answer is Renaissance period, that is right. Good job. Next picture. The next picture is about Pieta by Michelangelo. Can you guess what period does it belong? Did you choose already? Okay, if your answer is Renaissance period, you're right again. How about this one? Bacchus by Caravaggio. Can you guess what period does it belong? Okay, does your answer is Baroque period? If so, you're correct. Next picture. Okay, the next picture was The Last Supper by Da Vinci. What period do you think does the picture came from? Okay, time's up. If your answer is Baroque period, better luck next time because the answer is Renaissance period. Okay, for the last picture, The Garden of Love by Rubens. Can you guess what period does it belong? Okay, have you decided yet? If your answer is Baroque period, that is correct. Well, class, it seems that you all already remember, or you still remember, our past lessons. Very good. Now that we are finished recalling the Renaissance and Baroque period, let us have another activity. This activity is called word search. What we are going to do is we will find words that may be familiar and not familiar with you. But these words are connected with our topic. You have 15 seconds each to word search to find those words. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, let's start. Now, these are the words that we are going to find. For horizontal, we have Neo, Roman heroes, paintings, Roman history, and Greece. Are you ready? Okay, timer starts now. Have you found Neo and Roman heroes? Alright, its location is at the upper part. Very good. Next, paintings and Roman. Okay, your 15 seconds starts now. How about the word paintings and Roman history? Have you found it already? Okay, we can find it at the upper part and the center part of the table. Very good. Next, try to find the word Greece. Your timer starts now. found it already? The word Greece. Very good. We can found it at the bottom part. Nice one. Now, we can proceed to the vertical words. For the vertical words, we have enlightenment, neoclassic, diagonals, and class. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Your timer starts now. Okay, have you found the word enlightenment and neoclassic? Okay, it is located at the left side part. Very good. For the last two, next, diagonals and class. You have 15 seconds again. Your timer starts now. Okay, have you found it already? Very good! It's located at the center part. Well done, class! You found all the words. Amazing! Let's do the black eye peas club. Before we proceed to the next activity, let me read the objectives first. The learners should be able to, number 1, define distinct characteristics of arts during Neoclassic period. Number 2, find representative artists from the Neoclassic by remarking one of their artworks. Number 3, reflect on the message emanating from the artists of Neoclassic period. Before we start our discussion, I have here again an activity. This activity is called Guess Who. I am going to show you 5 painting photos and take a guess who created it. You have 2 choices artist names, 2 only. Count the score you've got and let's see later your equivalent points. Am I clear, class? Okay, let's start. Okay, first painting. Who created this painting? Is it Jacques-Louis David or Jean-Louis Theodore Géricault? Guess who? Okay, does your answer is Jacques-Louis David? If so, that is correct. Next picture. This one. Who do you think who created this? Is it Jean-Louis Theodore Géricault or Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres? Guess who? Alright, if your answer is Jean-Auguste Dominique, you are absolutely correct. Next picture. Who do you think who created this wonderful painting? Is it Jean-Louis Theodore Géricault or Francisco Goya? Guess who? Have you chosen already? Okay, if your answer is Jean-Louis Theodore Géricault, you get the correct answer. Very good. Okay, next picture. Who do you think who created this? Is it Jacques-Louis David or Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres? Guess who? Do you pick already your answer? If your answer is Dominique Ingres, better luck next time because the correct answer is Jacques-Louis David. How was your score, class? Okay, let's proceed to the last number. How about this one, class? Who do you think who created this painting? Is it Juan Luna y Novicio or Fernando Quieto Amorsolo? Guess who? Are you confused? Here's the clue. He is also a sculptor and a political activist of the Filipino Revolutionary during the late 19th century. Okay, let's check if you get the correct answer. If you choose Juan Luna y Novicio, be thankful because you get the correct answer. a spectacular class. Let us all do the good job. Clap. Now, I will play a short video. Listen carefully for you to fully understand the lesson. I will ask some questions later and try to answer based on what you understand. Is that clear? Okay. Now, here's the guide question.
Neoclassical art emerged in the 1760s and was popular throughout Europe and North America until the 1850s. Breaking away from the emotionally charged Baroque style of previous years, Neoclassical artists would look back to the classical style of art. Neoclassical art can sometimes appear cold and unemotional, but in fact, some of the most popular neoclassical themes were emotional subjects, like patriotism, sacrifice, and courage. It was the style neoclassical artists employed in depicting these themes that differed dramatically from the Baroque artists of the past. Neoclassical artists shunned the sensuality and the shallow character of Rococo style, and aimed instead for the symmetry, proportion, and simplicity achieved during the Renaissance. Neoclassical style is known for its formal composition, accurate detail, and solid lines, which sometimes came at the expense of lighting and atmosphere. It's also known for its classical and mythological themes with contemporary settings and costumes. Common themes included patriotism, honor, and human rights. Both artists and the public at large were captivated by the classical style of Greco-Roman art. Both Greek and Roman styles inspired imitations throughout the neoclassical period. Despite their idealization of the Roman aesthetic, neoclassical artists depicted the flaws of their subjects as ancient Greco-Roman artists would never do. Greco-Roman artists valued ideal looks and form as opposed to realism, but neoclassical artists tended to make some allowances in that respect. One of the leading sculptors of this age, Jean-Antoine Houdon, created a statue of George Washington. Fortunately, he did not depict the president wearing a Roman toga or sporting a Greek godlike physique. The statue can be seen today in Virginia State Capitol's Rotunda. In another sculpture, called Psyche Revived by Cupid's Kiss, a well-known sculptor named Antonio Canova depicts a scene from Apuleius's Metamorphosis. The scene shown in the sculpture is the moment of Psyche's death after she disobeys Cupid's mother Venus by opening a flask. Cupid finds Psyche dead and revives her with his love. This work's classical inspiration, fine detail, and mixture of realism and idealism are characteristic of the neoclassical period. In the large-scale painting, The Oath of the Horatii, Jacques-Louis David, who is considered one of the most important artists of the neoclassical era, modeled his soldiers on the lines of the ideal Greek warrior represented in so many classical works. The focus was, once again, on the ideal human form. David was immensely impressed with the ancient art uncovered at Pompeii, and his work clearly reflected this. In literature and social tradition, the neoclassical movement can be described as an offshoot of the Age of Enlightenment, which began in the late 17th century. Philosophers and political writers like Voltaire and Rousseau spread the new philosophies of the Enlightenment regarding science, morality, government, and basic human rights. Enlightenment age thinkers wanted to stop blindly following traditions and age-old practices, and valued reason and individualism above all else. These ideas sparked revolutions around the world, and both the French Revolution and the Industrial Revolution took place during this tumultuous and radical time. The neoclassical movement spread all over the world to some degree. Towards the end of the 19th century, the neoclassical school of thought coexisted with Romanticism, a new artistic style which was just beginning to emerge.
Okay, now, can you guess what is our lesson for today? Okay, Neoclassical period is our lesson for today. In the middle of the 18th century, Neoclassic was born out of the rejection of the Rococo and the late Baroque styles. Now, based on the video, what are the common and popular themes used by the painter in Neoclassical arts? Is it about A. Patriotism, B. Sacrifices, C. Courage, or D. All of the above? If your answer is D, you get the correct answer. Emotional subjects like patriotism, sacrifice, and courage are the themes used in the painting during the said period. Common themes include patriotism, honor, and human rights. It was the style neoclassical artists employed in depicting these themes that differ dramatically from the Baroque artists of the past, meaning to say, artworks during the time is inspired from Baroque artists. Neoclassical artists' sensuality in the shallow character of Rococo style and aim instead for the symmetry, proportion, and simplicity achieved during the Renaissance. Then, what are the characteristics of neoclassical painting? Neoclassical style is known for its formal composition, accurate detail, and solid lines, which sometimes came at the expense of lighting and atmosphere. It is also known for its classical and mythological themes with contemporary settings and costumes. Okay, now, did you learn something? If that's so, well, that is good. Okay, let's proceed. Moments ago, we talked about what is neoclassical in general. Now, let us get deeper by knowing the famous artists during this period. Neoclassical artists embraced the idea of order and moderation in which artists' interpretations of classic Greek and Roman history were restored to realistic portrayals. Neoclassical patterns gave great importance to the costumes, settings, and details of classical subject matter without adding distracting details, but with as much as historical accuracy as possible. Let us first know a little bit about Jacques-Louis David. Did you know that he was an influential French painter in the neoclassical style and considered to be the preeminent painter of the era? His subjects of paintings were more on history. Remember class, his artworks is more on history. Now, these are his famous artworks. First, the death of Marat. Now, what can you say about the picture class? It's interesting, right? Did you know that the death of Marat shows a portrayals of a revolutionary martyr? This is a painting of a murdered French revolutionary leader, Jean-Paul Marat. Next painting is Napoleon crossing the Alps. This painting showed a strongly idealized view of the real crossing that Napoleon and his army made across the Alps through the Great Saint Bernard Pass in May 1800s. Did you know that the Alps are the highest and most extensive mountain range system that lies entirely in Europe? Yes, that is right. If you do not know, then now you know. Okay, let's proceed. Another painting of Jacques-Louis David is the Oath of Horace. This painting depicts a scene from the Roman legend of the dispute between Rome and Alba Longa. The three brothers, all of whom appear willing to sacrifice their lives for the good of Rome, are shown saluting their father who holds their swords for them. Those are some of artworks of Jacques-Louis David. Now let's proceed to another famous painter, which is Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres was a pupil of Jacques-Louis David. He was influenced by Italian Renaissance painters like Raphael, Nicolas Poussin, Botticelli, and his mentor Jean-Louis David. His artworks were usually nudes, portraits, and mythological themes. Remember that class, okay? His artworks were usually nudes, portraits, and mythological themes. These are his famous artworks. Napoleon and the Imperial Throne. This painting depicts Napoleon and his descendant coronation costume, seated upon his golden enrusted throne that's resting upon smooth irony balls. It was believed to be commissioned by Napoleon as the King of Italy. As you can see, it is an example of portrait artwork. Okay, just be honest. Have you listened to my discussion? Okay, to test if you really listen, let's have an activity. This activity is called You Got It. All you have to do is to choose who's the artist that you think corresponds to the meaning of their artworks. Okay, let's start. Here are the choices. Jacques Louis David and Jean Auguste Dominique Ingres. Number 1. The Napoleon Crossing the Alps is a series of 5 oil on canvas equestrian portraits painted by Blanc, and that shows a strong idealized view of the real crossing of Napoleon and his army made across the Alps to the Great St. Bernard Pass in May 1800s. Based on our discussion, who do you think is the artist? The correct answer is you got it! Okay, next question. The portrait of Napoleon on the imperial throne was painted by Blanc. Is it Jacques Louis David or Jean Auguste Dominique Ingres? The correct answer is you got it! It seems that all of you already know the answers. Let's proceed to the next question. Maybe this time you can't guess the artist. Blanc, the official artist of the French Revolution, painted the death of Marat as a tribute to his slain friend. Is it Jacques Louis David or Jean Auguste Dominique Ingres? Now, do you pick your answer? Okay, let's see if you still got the correct answer. The correct answer is Jacques Louis David. Very good, everyone. It seems like you are good in this kind of activity. Because of that, give yourself a boom boom clap. Now, I have here another activity, and I want all of you to get one sheet of paper and answer this activity. You can capture and comment down below your answer. Okay, let's start. This activity is called Fact or Bluff. Are you familiar with this? Okay. We have two categories. We have artists and artworks. I will randomly select category since you are not able to choose with our current platform. All you have to do is to answer it as a fact or a bluff. Are you ready? Prepare yourself and use your eyes, ears, and mind every question. Okay, let's start with the category Artwork. Here's your question. Based on the pictures above, the Napoleon on the imperial throne and the Apotheosis of Homer are the artworks of Jacques Louis David. Is it a fact or bluff? Okay, let's check it. And the answer is you are correct. Those are the artworks of Jean Auguste Dominique Ingres. Okay, let's go to the next category. The next category is Artist. Here's the question. Jacques Louis David is an artist from the Neoclassical period. Is it a fact or bluff? Okay, does your answer is a fact that Jacques Louis David is an artist from Neoclassical period? The correct answer is fact. Okay, you get the correct answer too. I think you already learned our lessons. But we have more questions. So let's proceed. So the next category is artworks. And here's the question. The following pictures above are the artworks of the Romantic period artists. Is it a fact or bluff? Okay, did you get your answer? Okay, let's see if you are correct. The correct answer is it's a bluff. Did you get it? Nice one, everyone. So, let's proceed. The next category is artist. Okay, the pictures above are the artists of the Neoclassical period. Is it a fact or bluff? Are you done? Okay, let's check if you are correct. The correct answer is... Okay, it's a fact. Yes, it is a fact. They are all artists of the Neoclassical period. The two are the painters and the other two are the sculptors. Okay, since we are done in determining your lyrics, now it is time to know if our lesson for today gives you a significance in your life. Let's have another activity, which is entitled Pick a Door. And here's the direction. When you pick a door, they have a question inside. You can choose from the following doors and comment down below your answer. Is that clear, class? Okay, let's begin. Here are the doors. If you choose this door, then answer this. In our activity earlier, how did you feel while doing the activity? Are you inspired now to try and make those kind of artwork? And if you choose this door, then answer this question. Have you experienced making various artworks like paintings? Explain what you have experienced. Next, if you choose this door, then answer this. Relate some of your artworks to the Neoclassical art. Give a specific example. Lastly, if you choose this green door, then answer this question. Can you say that every artwork has an associated meaning? Explain why. Well, if you're done answering, then well done, class. Please keep up a good work. Hold up, class, we are not done yet. For your next activity entitled Would You Rather? This activity also has a connection to the lesson earlier. And here's the direction. Choose one of the choices and explain why you chose it. Comment down below again your answers. Okay, let's start. Would you rather appreciate neoclassical art or appreciate modern art? Next, would you rather be feared in creating arts or be loved in creating arts? Let me know your answer. Okay, next, would you rather be a teacher like Jacques Louis David or be a student like Jean Auguste Dominique Ingres? And for the last one, would you rather showcase your skill in arts or hide your skills to everyone? Are you done answering? Well, if not, take your time. And if you're done, that's great. Very good, class. Now, we will have a short quiz. The objective of this quiz is to assess your understanding about neoclassical arts. All you have to do is to put all of your ideas about neoclassical arts. In the big circles, or the two big boxes, you will write the artist, while on the small circles are the examples of their artworks. Much better if you can put or add more circles to have more ideas about the artist or their artworks. Screen capture or picture your answer and comment down below. Now, if you're done answering, then write this on your notebook. For your assignment entitled Art Solving, create your own artwork like portrait using neoclassical art painting in an illustration board. Then took a picture or selfie with it. That's it for today, class. I hope you learned something. See you to the next video. Goodbye, class.